don't know me, my name's Leanne Carius, and I am the founder of Feng Shui More and the Feng Shui online store. I'm so pleased to be here. I'm a Feng Shui practitioner, so I work with people in their homes and their spaces and the energy that we're living and working and playing in. That's what I do. So I work with the environmental energy with Feng Shui. So one of the questions I get asked an awful lot is about deities, cures, and enhancers. So I wanted to talk a bit about that with you tonight because it's really a big topic at the moment. So many people are talking about, so you get the masters and the practitioners who will embrace the deities and the cures and enhancers, and then you'll get those who don't want to talk about them. They call them trinkets and things like that. So the reason I use them is because for me, they actually represent an intention. They actually represent a reason why we're doing something and an intention. So this guy here is a coin frog. Now, putting him at your front door is not going to bring you automatic money. It's not going to happen. But if you need a metal cure at your front door, because I work with flying stars and traditional feng shui and the 5 elements, and I want to put something that's metal, then you could use this. You could put this there. He does have a little coin in his mouth as well. Make sure you always have one with a coin in their mouth. The idea is when you come in your door, he's sitting there, he's got the coin in, and it's the intention of every time you see it, it's like you're bringing the money home. So the other thing is it has quite a traditional story to it. So in ancient China, when it was harvest time, they'd know because all the frogs came out. So there was lots and lots of frogs. So the more frogs, the more they knew it was going to be a very auspicious year and a very prosperous harvest. So that's where this came from originally. Okay, so he sits on a coin base. He represents the intention of bringing money to your house, and he represents the metal element. Okay, but just putting a frog at your front door it's not going to automatically bring you in more abundance. Okay, so that's what I want to clear up tonight. It's so, so important. So a couple of other things that people use and they're not sure why they're using them. So the hulu, this one, it's a cure that we use in our homes around the Flying Star 2 or the unwellness chi that we have in our house. Now, this year in 2021, the north is actually where you'll find that unwellness energy. Now, you can bring into that space some metal element or metal colors and things like that will help to reduce down that negative chi, but you can also use the hulu. Now, the idea behind this is actually another ancient Chinese symbol. So what they used to do is they get the calabash or the gourd, as we know it as here in Australia. They would slice the top off, clean out what was inside of it, and then fill it with herbs. And then those herbs would be drawing in the energy of them, or they would give them to the person who was unwell. This would sit beside the bedhead of that person. And then the herbs and the energy around there would actually help them feel better. So that's the traditional reason of why we use it. Today, I still have these in my home. I think that the intention behind these is hugely powerful. And when my dad was really unwell, I made sure he had a hulu and carried it with him everywhere, that he was constantly reminded of the intention of well-being. Okay, so these are very, very good for setting that intention. Place it beside the head of the bed, place it in the north is also a good spot for it. But again, once again, it's the intention that you use it for. And the metal element that this is also going to reduce down the earth energy of the illness chi that we have in the north. So that's where the 5 elements come in. Another thing that we have is Kuan Yin. My favorite, my most beautiful favorite lady is Kuan Yin, the goddess Kuan Yin. Now, Kuan Yin has, I guess, what do I want to say for you about Kuan Yin? She's got so much to offer, but Kuan Yin is one of those deities that is so, so popular. Kuan Yin is about compassion. So her story is that she actually was from a very, very wealthy family, and she had an orphanage down outside of the gates of where she lived. So she would go there and visit regularly and take care of the children that were in the orphanage. And her was very unhappy about this. So he actually had the orphanage burnt down. But little did he know that Kuan Yin was actually at the orphanage when that happened. She had snuck out. So they say that she has been enlightened, and now she rules compassion and family, particularly for children and particularly for families. So she is a beautiful reminder in your living room, family room, anywhere where family gathers, anywhere where you want to bring more compassion and that into your home, then that's Kuan Yin. And I have to say, she is one of she's actually my mother god. I absolutely love her. And on a full moon, she is beautiful to actually send our thoughts and intentions to Kuan Yin. So that's her story. Now, another deity that we have, and China has a money god. Okay, few places that does, but it has a money god, and that's Taishan. That's this guy here. Now, Taishan is about bringing you wealth and abundance. Okay, he is the money god. So he's got his ingot here as well. He's got his rui on the back, which is, I think, I wish I received. Hang on, I have got one. Nope, I haven't. I was going to show you one of those, but I don't. So this is Taishan. Now, let's face it. It doesn't matter who you are. You could all do with a few extra dollars, and particularly in today's climate. So Taishan is a reminder again that we are abundant, that we have what we need coming into us, okay? So Taishan again gets placed on a like eyesight, like higher than at least a dining room table, or, you know, not too high, not too low, but in that area. So that's Taishan, okay? Now, Taishan is about money. He's about bringing you abundance. He's about bringing you prosperity and all those beautiful things. And as I say to everybody, it's not so much the money thing. Like, it's not that we want to be greedy about the money, but I don't know about you, but I know that when I'm feeling abundant and I get to share, I get to give to others, that actually makes me feel even more abundant. So I think money actually empowers us to be able to do more good in the world. It gives us an opportunity to be able to create a better world around us, and it's a chance for us to share with others. So I don't have a problem with having Taishan in my home, because I want to be able to bring more money to those who need it and who can do good with it. That's really important to me. So that's Taishan. Now, another one that we have is the 5-element pagoda. Okay, now this one goes where the flying star 5 is, or in the southeast this year. Now, traditionally, what you would do is, before the Chinese New Year, you would put your coins in here, and down the bottom here you would screw this off, and you'd put soil from the southeast of someone that you admire, or that you want to, that's a mentor, or that you want to aspire to. And that goes in there. Now, the 5-element pagoda works with the Empress Chi, which again is the flying star 5. So this represents our the 5 elements, which is earth, water, metal, and wood. So that's what it represents here, and that goes there as a protector. And again, it's the metal element. It is what reduces down the energy of the chi. So for those who say they're trinkets and things like that, to some they will be, but to others it's actually a metal cure, which actually works with the 5 elements. And they're going to tell you to put something metal there or something round, but this is just a very, very feng shui product that's used a lot in working with that Empress Chi or 5 element. So another thing that is very popular today is this one. Oh, hang on, he's got a bracelet on. So you might have seen the bracelets. There's lots and lots of bracelets with Pichu and Piyao on those. So it's got him on there. So you can wear the bracelet as a protector, or you can have him in your home. Now, he's a mystical creature, okay? He's a mythical creature from China, and traditionally it is that he is the dragon with wings, and he lives and breathes off riches. So it's from gold, silver, bronze, and wealth. So you never, ever, ever buy this for anyone else. You never give it as a gift. And if anybody tries to gift you one of these, say thank you, but don't take it. Because the tradition for businessmen in China and for businesses is that this will gather wealth, it will feed off wealth, and it can't disperse it, okay? It's got no way of getting rid of it. So it just gets fatter, okay? And that's what that one is. So, and then you've got your bracelets. There's lots of bracelets around today, which is about protection and looking after you as well. So that's that one. But this one here, you will find on a lot of businesses, and it's also what we use when we're working with the Grand Duke and trying to reduce down that energy as well. Another one that's popular is Qilin, which is this one, this set here. Okay, so they're protectors. Now, again, the Qilin is a mythical creature, okay, from ancient China, and they are protectors. All right, so it's the dragon head, the dragon, and it's got the wings and the horse, and it's got like the cub and the pearl, wealth pearl here. So you place those anywhere you want to protect or create protection. Again, though, it's representing the metal element, okay? So wherever you need to bring in a metal element, you can use these, all right? So they're just a beautiful addition. Now, I don't ever say to anyone, your home has to look like a Chinese restaurant if you want to use Feng Shui. It doesn't have to, but there are some things that are absolutely beautiful in a home that reflect the intentions of protection or compassion or wealth and prosperity. And that's what these do. So the other one is, what haven't we done here? Oh, whoops, it woke us all up, didn't it? The other one is Kuan Yin. So he is actually based on a warrior from ancient times. And he was actually associated with the three brothers. Now, if you're an absolute lover of Chinese movies and Chinese history like I am, you may want to get onto YouTube and check out the Three Kingdoms, because his story is in there. So he was a warrior with Liu Bei, and he was actually a loyalty is the big thing that comes to mind with this guy. A lot of men will have him in their office as a protector. It's great for businesses, but predominantly it's a male. Men like to have this one. He comes on a horseback or sitting in a chair. He's always traditionally with his staff here as well. So, but he represents bravery, courage, and loyalty. He was loyal to the brotherhood. Okay, that's the one thing about him. But he is actually a true person. And there's so much in the history of him. But if you want to see him in action, one of the movies I love the most in Chinese is The Three Kingdoms. And you can get that on YouTube. There's about 97 episodes. So I watched that before I went to China one year, because we actually visited his museum and the home of the area and the home of where they were and where that all took place. So that was very exciting. But very, very much a icon in China. As I said, he has the museum there in the ancient city. There's a museum for him. So yes, a very, very popular piece, that one. Now, the other thing, as always, is the dragon. Like the dragon is also, this guy's got his hulu with him. but the dragon. And I've got some information coming up on my page, which is about dotting the I's. So if you've got a dragon and you've never dotted the I's of your dragon, then it's worth checking that out, because that sets the intention of the dragon, okay? And it's, you know, the celestial, so it's bringing us prosperity, courage, success, that type of thing. But again, this isn't going to, just putting it down isn't going to do anything. It's when you actually set the intention and then you dot the I's to set it, bring it to life, and then your intentions will start to manifest. So it's really all about elements and intentions is what these are actually all about. What else do we have here? The dragon tortoise. Okay, so this is another really, really popular one. So the dragon tortoise is about longevity. Again, we've got the dragon about prosperity, success, courage, but the tortoise is about longevity. Okay, it's about protection. You can place it at the front of your house, and it will actually bring, the idea is that it brings serenity and peace. The back of the house, it protects your money from leaving and going out the house too quickly. Again, it represents the metal element. So if you're using it in your house, then you can use it to represent the metal element. So one of the other things that I use, I know some practitioners don't, but one I use is the Saltwater Cure. And this is it here. Now you need to be very, very careful with this one, because it actually becomes really crystallized. And so you never ever want to sit it on your furniture or anything and just leave it sitting there. So you want to kind of make sure that you are looking after it and it's not going to go onto anything. But the idea is you place good rock salt in the bottom of it, the 6 Chinese coins along the top with the symbols actually up, and then you fill it with water. And you place it this year where the 5 and the 2 are. So that's the southeast and the north. So this will actually, the idea is it draws a negative chi. And I can tell you from experience, it's the most amazing thing. I can tell you from experience that if it's not doing anything, you haven't quite got it in the right spot. And if you slightly move it, it is crazy how all of a sudden it will suddenly start to crystallize and to form. And it can be a matter of inches. So this is one that I do use in my house. I have always used it. I know some practitioners don't like this, but I have found this very, very good in my home. And it's one that I do use. Now, you never ever want to reuse any of it. If it gets really crystallized and you want to replace it, you put it all, including the water and everything, in a plastic bag and just put it in the bin and say thank you. Okay, but that's the Saltwater Cure. What else have I got that I want to show you here? Of course, we've got our 3 coins. Again, it's about intention setting. It's about putting these in your wallet, and you can have them in there. It represents the heaven and earth, and the red ribbon is the prosperity. Okay, so as we all know in Chinese, it's prosperity. So but look, that's just some stuff about the deities, because everybody asks me all the time about what do they mean, what's the purpose of them. And of course, you know, we've got Buddha as well. So, you know, I guess it's not a religion. Okay, Feng Shui is not a religion. It is based on environment and energy, and how that energy works within your space. But there are a lot of things that come into it. So the 5 elements, which is, we've talked about the metal element today. You know, we've talked about the mythology behind things. We've talked about the ancient reason why they had that and what it represented. We've talked about like the intention behind something, you know. It is not going to manifest just sitting it on the floor. Okay, it needs to have some thought and some intention behind it. So quickly before I go today, because you're going to see the replay, we'll make sure you've got some links below if you're not sure about anything to do with Feng Shui, please make sure you jump on and grab your free 30 minutes with me that I offer. I know my calendar is really full, and I am sorry because I've been doing so much work away at the moment, but jump on there, grab your 30 minutes if you want to know more and if you want me to help you with anything to do with Feng Shui. Now, the energy for this month, okay, so a couple of things you need to be careful of. The southeast. And so if you're a snake or a dragon, make sure you take care of yourself this month. It's not good chi. And the southeast of your home is an area you want to keep very, very quiet. Also the southwest for us ladies, okay, so we've got the Empress chi in there. We've still got our quarrelsome chi. So be very careful, particularly if you have a bedroom in this space and your relationships. So it's communication. Be awesome about your communication. It's been that way this year, but I want you to remember communication. You don't always have to be right. Back away if it's not working and just take some time out. And the northeast is our unwellness chi, okay? And it's very, very strong this month. It's in a fire element area. It's got the fire element of the year. It's in an earth area this month, so it's very strong. So please make sure if you've got a bedroom in the northeast, you are taking care of your health. If there's anything that's going on for you, then it's best to see if you can move rooms. If you're not feeling well, do go and get it checked out and be very careful of your health. It's a very strong month for health in the northeast. For our gentlemen of the house, the fathers of our families, this month is challenging, okay? You've already got the energy of the year that's not so favorable for you, but you've also got the multiplying chi in there this month. So be careful. Like, all I can say is just be careful. Watch your finances and your money and your security. Don't do anything risky around that, and take care of yourself this month. Great spaces are the center. The center has awesome chi for the family and anyone living in the house. So it's also about money. So you've got the heaven chi and money. So ask the universe, send it up to heaven and ask for it, because it's a very, very good month for prosperity in the home in that sense. We've also got the victory tree. The victory chi in the west, and then we've got the heaven chi in the east. So that whole east, center and west of your house is very good chi. Remember, we've got the east has got the sum of 10, so it's about completing projects and getting things done, finishing things off. It also represents our elders, and I always think that when it's in an area that's to do with family or elders, to just kind of think about things that you want to take care of around your family and your elders. Like, think about if you need to finish something or put something to rest or deal with something so it's finished, particularly because it represents our elders and you don't want to miss that opportunity of taking care of something there. So if there's anything that you need to do or say or experience with anyone in your family who's elder or older, then make sure you do that, because the energy is there to help you this month around that. The west with the money and the victory chi is very good around young children. So don't be surprised if you've got young children in the house that there may be some windfalls for them, or they may come up with a really creative idea around money. So that's August. I can't believe we're talking August energy already. We'll put the links in below for the 30 minutes. We'll put the links in below for you to get your newsletter, which has the Bagua every month, so that we can tell you more about the energy. There's a lot more in there. And we've got the zodiac as well. I know that's been really fast tonight, and I am sorry, but I am heading away. So I just want to make sure that we got that in for you. Any questions, please put them in the comments, because I will come back and I will look at them and we will answer them for you. Okay, so have a beautiful night. Thank you for being here and sharing this with me. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, this beautiful group. And I look forward to sharing with you again next month. Thank you.